right, welcome back to another video. So a guy asked me let's say you're traveling by yourself and you're going to a country, yeah, to see the country, but in reality you want to date the girls, how to go about it, and from my experience. So to answer this guy's question, before I started to implement more online dating, because I've been doing that the last couple of years, but if we wind back, let's say 4 or 5 years ago when I was going out on solo trips, solo day game trips, I wasn't doing any online. Depending on what time I arrived. So, like, let's say if I arrived very late into a city country, then obviously you just rest and you start the next day. But let's assume that you arrive in the morning or in the afternoon, whatever day it is throughout the week. But what I would do is I would check into either my hotel, Airbnb, get that sorted out, and then I would go out, get something to eat. Then, literally that day, the first couple days, I would do 50 to 60 approaches. Now, that may seem like a lot, but I'm telling you, that's the best way to go about it because I'm assuming you're going to a place maybe for a week, 2 weeks max. But I think most guys, especially if they're working in the corporate world, they're probably going to go for a week. And then let's say the first day that's going to be used for traveling. And then the last day is going to be used for traveling as well. So already a couple days are going to be dedicated to traveling. So that leaves you limited time to pretty much date. That's why, because day game, it's a numbers game. Whatever numbers that you get, some are going to be flaky. You're going to get rejected right away off riff sometimes. So that's why it's best the first couple of days to go out. I did 50 to 60 approaches. For you, if that's a lot, at least minimum 30 to 40 approaches. If you know what you're doing, if you're decently dressed, you have basic hygiene, you should be getting a few numbers. I mean, not just a few, but let's say if you do 50 to 60 approaches, at least 10 numbers. And then based on those, you should be getting some dates. Because what you don't want to happen is you don't want to just ease your way into a place because you have limited time. Now look, if you're living there or if you go somewhere for 3 months, you can definitely do that strategy. But if you're there for limited, you don't have enough time, because like I said, the numbers that you get, they're going to be flaky, and then before you know it, you're going to be in a position where you're going to have no leads, you're going to get frustrated, half the trip is gone, and then you're not going to be motivated to go back out there. So get it out of the way. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but the best way to kind of overcome that is to kind of head deep, head first into an area, break through, learn the culture, get over the approach anxiety. Before you know it, after you approach 30 girls, at that point, you're not really going to care. Now, you can also kind of mix in a little bit of night game if you want to go to a happy hour, get a few drinks in. People are more social. Again, play that, hey, I'm new here. I'm just visiting the place. Maybe you have some recommendations. Definitely still state your intent that, oh, I thought you looked nice. I wanted to introduce myself. But at the same time, though, you're new there. You can be like, look, if you also have any good recommendations, I like rooftop bars. I like good cocktail bars. Maybe you can also introduce me somewhere there too. We can go together. You can definitely play that. But that's my recommendation. It's not easy, 40 to 50 to 60, but get the all majority of your approaches out of the way. Then the rest of your time on the trip, you can actually enjoy it. You can set up dates, you can set up tourist activities, and then you can go to places, mixing in if you want to take the girl along with you. That's what I did before. And then maybe in a separate video, if anybody wants, I can talk about how I would implement the online game element. But if you want me to kind of touch on that, if you are doing an online game, then definitely try to mix in a few dates before you come in. I would say about 3 to 4 days out before you due to come to a place, reach out to all your online matches, begin that conversation, and then ask for their availability so that during the day, early evening, you can do your day game cold approaches. And then at night, hopefully you can have a date lined up to kind of take that pressure off. So that's what I would do. If you have any further questions or something I didn't touch on, request a video, email down below, include what your inquiries are, and then I will get back to you. So I hope I answered this guy's question. If you found the video of some value, please like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. And once again, thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.